Okay, so we're in the water with Dino here, and this is our first time in the water with him since he's been healthy. I got in the water with him when we originally got him, but he was still, you know, a little sickly kind of, you know. He was wanting food and he was kind of coming after me, but now he's like actually like legitimately a dangerous animal. So this is our first time interacting with him and just seeing what he's gonna do. Now thankfully, he has a blind side. That's really helping me out a lot. I mean, not thankful for him. I feel bad he's missing his eye, but it totally makes it a lot easier for me to be able to interact with him. So what I'm trying to do right now is just kind of be here, be in his space, be in the water with him, and then also touch him a lot without hurting him and getting him used to being touched and hopefully not being defensive. He's not being too bad. Now, also, he's a big enough alligator, like he totally sees me like his food, you know? You hear him do a little hiss right there? So like we gotta be very, very careful with him. You know, a big question I get all the time is, what does it take for me to wanna get in the water with the alligator? At what point do I feel safe? I don't feel safe, ever. That's not a thing. There is no point where I feel safe and I'm like, now is a good time to do this. Okay, like that's a big one we get all the time. It's always like, oh, at what point do you feel like it's safe enough to get in? I'm like, bro, it is literally never safe to get in the water with these things. And every time I'm interacting with them, even when they're nice and they're being calm, it is still extremely dangerous. So like I was saying, it's just there's never a point where it is safe to be interacting with these animals or getting in the water with them or any of that kind of stuff. Even with Bella and Big Mac, we've only had them 1 year, keep in mind. And now it's still not safe. Even once they become calmer, and they're more acclimated to being around me and they're not being as crazy, they're still always actively hoping for an opportunity and waiting to try to get you. And that's something like I feel like most people don't understand. Like they think like, oh, you worked with this gator a while, now he's good, he's domesticated and he won't hurt you now. That never exists. These are wild animals. They are not domesticated. And I say this one all the time, domestication is a process where you selectively breed an animal for hundreds, if not thousands of generations, and you selectively breed for traits. It basically, and not basically, it literally is genetically modifying the organism through selective breeding. And that's how you get a pug from a wolf. You get a completely different thing from the original source through this selective breeding process, okay? That does not happen with these animals. That does not happen in one lifetime. Could you domesticate gators? Sure, if you want to put in, you know, like decades and decades of trying to do it and selectively breeding. That's not what we're doing, obviously. But that's a point I do really like to make, is at no point is it ever safe, even with gators I've worked with for many years. You guys remember all the videos I did with Casper? Casper's tried to bite me many times. I have many videos of it. Most of the time he's not trying to bite me though. Most of the time he's very calm and chill because he understands we do training. He's sinking down. I was gonna say, he's gonna start trying to go for my legs. But yeah, so that's a good point to make. Now with him though, again, we're just trying to hang out in here and see what he does, how he's gonna act. Now, again, at what point do I feel like safe to like get into deeper water with him? Again, I do dive with wild alligators in the wild that I've never seen before. So again, there is no point where like I feel safe enough or throw that whole idea out the window. That's not real. That's not reality at all. So I do get in the water with wild gators I've never seen before in my life, and crocodiles. And yeah, every once in a while, like, they will try to hunt you. Most of the time, they're afraid of us. Most of the time, they really want nothing to do with you. But they will try to hunt you sometimes. And so, you know, again, it's never a safe thing. I'm trying to get on his side of vision here. So he's got an eye on that side, no eye on this side. So I want him to keep on being able to see me, you know? So as far as, like, getting in and actually diving underwater with them, stuff like that, like when I do that in the wild, there is a very high element of risk, and you have to have the skill set to be able to defend yourself, just like you do here. Again, you should never try to do this, anything, based on when it is safe. You should have the skill set to be able to handle it at its worst. Otherwise, you have no business being in there, you know? Like, if I didn't have the ability to handle this animal, I shouldn't be in here at all. I shouldn't be waiting until it's a safe moment kind of thing, you know? Now, because though we are here at the sanctuary and we have the ability to take this slow and minimize risk, that is what we're gonna do. We are actively doing that right now. We're working with him. I'm not just straight diving in the deep end for the first time with him, the first time I've really interacted with him. That, now, that is basically what I do in the wild though. Okay, but that's in the wild, and like you don't know what you're going to run into. Here we have a controlled environment. We have this animal, he's got his 2 females already out, so like that's why I'm in right now. So we are taking steps to minimize the risk for sure, and that's why I'm trying to get him more used to me and interact with him to minimize that risk. But it's never gone, you know. Am I saying that well enough, Gab?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Yeah, I agree.
So earlier he just popped out a big old tooth. You want to show that?
If I can get it out of my pocket, let me see.
Oh, he's trying that. You get crazy. So if you see that big blood spot when he popped open his mouth, that's that tooth right there that he had lost.
It's a big tooth.
Now it is also we are a week from when I actually had that really close call with him, where I slipped and fell, and so that was super sketch. And I had a lot of people asking like, oh, does that make you more nervous? And no, that doesn't make me more nervous or anything like that. You know, that's part of what it is working with these animals. You know, you're gonna have things like that, accidents, and again, you know, we're gonna try to minimize risk the best that we can to prevent stuff like that from happening. We don't want to have those things happen, but it is part of the game, you know.
How would you say he's acting right now?
So right now, he definitely wants food. He is a little bit defensive, you know, when I am within his good eye, within his vision. The thing with him though is like, because he only has one eye, I keep on ending up on the blind side even when I don't want to be, you know, because he just constantly turns towards that side. That's why I keep on touching him on his good side, trying to get him to turn around some so he can see me. Hi, buddy.
Can we give him some chicken?
Yes, yeah. Well, what I was gonna say is, talking about the close call the other day because it's slippery. It's still slippery. You know, these ponds are steep and like most of it has a brush finish, so it has some grippiness to it. But right here, super slick. So that's what's kind of sketching me out, is like,
Even here, if I try to push like it immediately.
yeah, so like I cannot quickly get out of this water if things start to go wrong. That's what's like, you know,
I can pull you out.
concerned, not before he pulls me back in. So let me try to get this chicken. Maybe not yet. So anyways, that's what I was saying about the chicken. I can't get to it.
Do you want me to give it to you?
No, I want to work with him basically, you know, and like kind of keep on doing this and get him maybe like out of the way some. Let's follow that. There's a big old gator. Oh no, the big molly died. Oh, that's sad. We got some fish in here. You want the fish? Oh, he just
Look,
squished
there's
it
a big pregnant fish. Wow. Oh, look at all of them. There's a bunch of ones that are still alive.
Yeah, but I really like this one.
That one is super pregnant. That's sad that that one died. Look at all of them coming. Look at all these little fish.
Dino. Dino. That was solid. There you go. It's not so bad, huh? That's not so bad, eh? Hi, big fella. Yeah. Hi. So I'm trying to get where you can see me too. Hi, buddy. Oh, hello.
I think the little fish are looking for the chicken because now they are like in a little frenzy.
Yeah.
Look how cute they are.
Let me get their little fallen comrade here. Oh, he still didn't need it. It's so small, he's not like feeling it.
This is my ADD. You're playing with a 11.5-foot alligator and I'm like, look at these cute fish. That one's pregnant too.
Here, look at him. He's coming over. Dino. Dino. Look at him, huh? That is such an impressive animal, right? Dino. So that was more speed than I want. Like, he came around pretty quick on that. Dino. I'll get you more chill, man. Easy. Dino. Dino. Now he's looking at you. Dino. We'll give it to Mushu. He's coming. He's coming. Chasing the bucket. Dino. Hmm? That big guy. So he knows that's me. You know, he can see me. I'm in his peripheral vision right now. I'm just trying to touch him, get him used to it. Calm. Maybe. Hi, buddy. The other thing too is I'm not calling his name or lifting my hand, which is the signal for food. So just trying to get him to be cool. Hi, buddy. So he would never let me do this on land either. That's a good point to make. On land, they know that they are at more of a disadvantage. So they are more comfortable in the water. Hi. Yeah, he's being really good now, actually. Hi, buddy. So in the water, they are more comfortable. So I can, like, get away with interactions in the water that I couldn't do on land because he would feel more defensive. Dino. He's just so cool. This is so awesome. I'm just excited that he's doing well. You know, he's not dying anymore, the lead poisoning and everything. Remember, he's the one that we caught at the boat ramp with really bad lead poisoning. We thought he was going to die. Like, basically every day for the next, like, 2 weeks, we came in and we're, oh, he's gone. Oh, no, he's still alive. Like, surprisingly. So, you know, we dealt with that. And now to see him like this, it's really amazing, you know, the turnaround. And, like, he's our biggest success story so far at the sanctuary. Coming from the very literal brink of death where, like, flies are going inside of his nostrils. Like, that's how dead he was. And to bring him back like that is just incredible. And then to be able to, like, actually interact with him now. Hi.
And the fact that he's one of our founding alligators. Like,
Yeah.
how incredible is that?
Look at that. So I'm in his range of vision right now. That's why I'm leaning over so far. So he can see me. And that's more food. That's not defensive, you know? That's a feeding response. But just interacting with him close like this,
Good boy, Tino.
where he can see me. Hi.
He's so good.
Hi, buddy. He's being pretty good. Hi. Hello. Hello. He's being pretty good. Dino. Dino. There you go, buddy. There we go. How we doing, big fella? That is a big gator, guy. So he's 11'4", or at least he was when we measured him last year. Could be even bigger by now. Woo. Coming around. Easy. Hi. Oh, look at those big teeth. Look at those big old teeth in there. Dino. Dino, you want fish? Down the hatch, eh? Hey, buddy. You being a good boy? You being a nice boy? Kind of? Yeah? Being pretty good. Okay, so he's been doing really good, so I'm gonna go ahead and go in the deep end. It's cold. Look at him coming over. So we gotta see what he does. Oh, now he's looking at Gabby.
Oh, hello. Well, that's good at least. He wants food and he doesn't want to eat you.
Yeah, well, the question is, did he turn around and come towards me because I became smaller?
Hello.
Because I went down deeper? So in the surface image from his eyes, I look smaller? Or because I was whimpering and crying like a baby because it's cold? Today's hot too. It's a hot day, but man, the water is coming out of the well, constantly flowing to keep this nice, and that water comes out at 72 degrees. So it's basically like swimming in the springs.
Hi.
Dino, you come over here? Let's see what you do.
Yeah. Do you want me to go on his blind side?
It's all on you.
Yeah, I can go on his blind side.
We're gonna have to put a pool heater in here. All right, just gotta suck it up.
His mouth is cracked like he wants food. What?
He heard you. All right. I'm on your blind side though. He knows it's me, so I guess he's cool with that. Look at this. Do the little photo button while you're doing
I
video,
am.
yeah?
Oh, I am.
This is cool. I can't believe, I'm very surprised he's being this calm. I really am. I thought he was gonna be trying to eat me. Look at him. And he knows it's me back here. See, that I don't like as much. Hi. Hi. Hi, big fella. Bring you back up. While we got the stick. It is so sketch when they go under like that and try to get through your legs.
Let's see if I can come up here.
All right, so now he went under, and that's when it does get really sketch, because then when they go under and they start to try to target your legs, that is never a fun time. Yeah, come back up. There we go.
Do you want me to get you a piece for him to
There
reward?
you go. Hi. Hi. You be nice? You a good boy? So on the surface, I would much rather him targeting my head, which is what he more or less does most of the time. I'd much rather him targeting my head than my legs. Because up on the surface, I can control him a lot easier, everything like that, you know. When they go under and they want your legs, it is really sketch. And if you guys saw the video I did, I forgot what we talked about in that one, but Bella was like insistently trying to get at my legs. And it was just like, ugh. It gets so sketch. How are you gonna react? What's that, huh? Oof. Oof. You put a hole right in that. Hi, big guy. Hi. Hello.
Do you want a treat for him, babe?
Sure, we can do that. Dino. 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 That was so loud. For me, in the water, on the same level as the jaws, that was so loud. And this pond is deep. So I am on my tippy toes, and I'm 6'5" flat-footed. So yeah, we are free swimming here. Are you trying to get me? Look at him. Hi, buddy. Hi, big fella. That is a huge gator. It's Dino. 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 Oof. Oh, look at him. Hey, buddy. Oh, look at this big gator. That is a huge gator. I can't even begin to try to lift him. He's so big. Nope, there's no way. Look at his tail. He is so cool. He's got a little blood spot where he just lost a tooth. They naturally shed them, regrow them. Just look at the size of his tail. Like, how thick that is. Hey. Dino. Hi, big guy. Hello. He's looking for me. He doesn't have an eye on that side. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, look at him. Isn't he nice? Kind of. Maybe. Yeah, stay up here. There we go. No trying to eat my legs. You gonna let me come hold you? You gonna try to bite me? Oh. Look at him. He is so big, so cool. And he's being real, you know. And it was at this point that my phone storage actually filled up, so that ended the video for the day. But it was a really, really good first session with him. I really had a great time, and it all went well. And thanks for watching, guys.